Hello and welcome to a new video here on this channel from Team Purple Haze. My name is Dominik, and today, as you can see, I'm going to show you some little White Forest and Fiendsmith combos post Supreme Darkness. This will be like 1 and 1.5 card combos, like some cookie cutter stuff that you can always use when you're low on resources, and you will see that actually with very low investment this deck can generate a lot of interruptions and follow-up. And yeah, before we go into this video, let's have a word from our sponsor.
Now a shout out to our sponsors, the first one being Grad, the best grading company in Europe based in PIANETA in Milan. The second one is CARDTRADER, the online marketplace platform where you'll find the cards you need at market price in one shipment only. Create your account using the link right here. The third one, Game to Collect, is one of the top Italian sellers on the market, specializing in high rarity American cards, gold format and misprints. They also collect your cards up to 85% of their value. Next one is Magician Circle, a local store in Trieste specialized in sealed and custom products. They also host events for all TCGs. Then shout out to GameLover, your favorite place based in Crema, where you can eat, play card games, table games, and also video games. Next we got ALIANDY, your go-to place in San Giovanni Lupatotto, where you can find mangas, comics, board games, singles, and tournaments for all TCGs. Then a shout out to Planet Fun, the best place to go in Rovato for weekly tournaments for all TCGs. Last local store we have is Gamerland, based in ABBIATEGRASso, Lombardy's best shop to buy singles, sealed, and play weekly tournaments. Then we have CHAPA'S Playmats. They produce amazing custom playmat that may have your own image on them. Last but not least, we have Dragon Ink. They produce our official PA jerseys and cloth mats. All their links are in the description down below, so don't forget to check them out.
Alright, we go right into the very first combo, which will be a 1-card combo, 1.5 card combo using Astellar. So you will see that I will use Infinite Permanence often as like a random spell or trap. And we're gonna start this play by using Astellar going into our Sillvy. Sillvy will add the tails, and now we're gonna use the Synchro Summon for Ryzeal. I hope this is how you pronounce this. And then we can use the effect, search for Elzette, and we're gonna send the tails, and tails will activate to reset. Now, since a spell or trap was sent via monster effect to grave, we can also reborn the Astellar. Now we're gonna use tails, and we're gonna add the Azamina Elzette of the White Forest, which is a new card linking Azamina and the White Forest directly into each other. So next up we're gonna summon Azamina Elzette. We can reveal this card, special summon any White Forest or Azamina from hand, and we can also summon itself. Now we're gonna go into Synchro 8, into the Diabel, the very known Synchro 8 from this archetype, and since it was summoned via Ryzeal, we can use the effect to add back details, and the Azamina will get us the Deception of the Sinful Spoils. So next we're gonna use Deception, we're gonna tribute the Diabel and add the Hollowed Azamina. Now since Deception is still on field, we're gonna use it and summon our Murcielago, or like the Lamborghini Murcielago, I don't know, it's very similar. And we use the effect to add our Wanted. So now we're gonna use the Hollowed Azamina, and most likely we're gonna shuffle back the monster and re-add the Hollowed Azamina. Now we're gonna use Hollowed and channeling to Wanted. So this is actually a very known play for now. We can do this already. So we're gonna add the Diabelstas, channeling 2, and summon our Ilia Sylvia. So now we have our negate online before we continue with any other plays. Next we're gonna use the Wanted, put one back to have a random draw. I'm gonna use the Elzette just because we used it already, so it's a dead draw, and it doesn't matter since we just use it for the Diabelsta discard. And actually this Azamina should go to grave, which I will fix in a moment. Yeah, we're gonna discard this and then activate Diabelsta and reset the Sinful Spoils of the White Forest. This is like a go-to card to set from Diabelsta if you already have all the other cards in rotation. It just says if you control the Fiend Delusion or Spellcaster, you can activate one of these effects. Special summon Fiend Delusion or Spellcaster from your hand, and fusion summon one fusion monster from your extra deck using a monster from your hand or field as material. In the OCG, a lot of people actually use the Guardian Chimera for this, so we get 1 or 2 pops and 1 or 2 draws with this, but we can also go into other fusion stuff, but I'm not going to show it here because this is for the opponent's turn and I'm just gonna go over the setup for display. So obviously Azamina goes to grave. Now we're gonna use these 2 monsters into our classic Moon of the Closed Heaven, and from here it's pretty basic what we're gonna do. It's the Requiem into Lacrima, Lacrima effect go into Engraver, and then Engraver effect into our sequence now. Oh no, sorry, we're gonna use the Requiem first because now it's treated as an equipped spell, and then we can use the Elzette from hand, sending the Requiem, and Elzette will add the Rukia. Rukia is a free special summon if you control a White Forest monster. And now we go into sequence. Now we can summon the Rukia, and Rukia can give us a random draw. Yeah. We can use the Sinful Spoils of the White Forest because we haven't used the effect yet. It will go to grave, it will reset itself, and we get a random draw. I just didn't show it here because I only use the cards that we need for the combos in this deck, so the random draw will just always be some type of combo piece. So now we're gonna use a sequence effect, go into Desiree, and now we're gonna use these 3 cards to go into new Abao Aku Lightless Shadow. It's the new Link 4 and it's quite good. It's part of the endboard piece, it's kind of an extender. And you see that the effect requires 1 discard, and since Rukia just drew 1 random card, we have always 1 in our hand. Now we're gonna use Sillvy effect, put back the Archila, and now we use Abao effect, discard the random draw, bring back the Diabel, so it doesn't matter that we tributed it earlier, we bring it back, and in the opponent's turn it can summon the wolf, which just books all of the opponent's monsters. And now since we have a level 4 light and a level 4 tuner, we can go into Visas Amritara. This is already known, Manadium used this play all the time, that we actually need 1 tuner and 1 light monster, so the second monster can actually be a tuner. Then we use Visas, you set the reframing. So we have a counter trap, so we dark ruler proof, which is nice. Now we're gonna use sequence effect, and if you go into end phase, the Abao Aku, the Lightless Shadow, will come back. So if we have any discards, for example the tails can also set back itself, you can use it and destroy 1 card on the field. So this board ends on a Diabel, which will summon the wolf and book all monsters. This is 1 interruption. The Abao is 1 pop, so it's 2. The Illa Sylvia is an Omni Negate, so 3. Desiree is an Omni Negate, so 4. We have Manadium Reframing, which is 5. And we have the Sinful Spoils of the White Forest, which can potentially go into something like Guardian Chimera. So that's it for the first combo. Let's go to the second one. Let's get into the second combo. So the second combo will start with Elzette. So Elzette also requires 1 random spell for this combo to work, so it's a 1.5 card combo, and I will show you that it's actually quite strong as well. So we're gonna start by Elzette. Elzette discard and search the Sillvy. Now Sillvy, we can normal summon this, and now we go back into the tails. So this time we go into Archila, so we add the Astellar, especially the Astellar because we're gonna use it later on again. So Tails the reset, and Tails will activate to search the Azamina Elzette. So we can activate the effect again, it's like the same beginning as the old one. So Diabel will summon, we get chaining 1, chaining 2, didn't put the chaining 2, yeah, Azamina Elzette. This will again search for Deception. So we're gonna use Deception, we tribute this time the Astellar, not the Diabel, to get the Horlord. And then we're gonna use Horlord to go into Murcielago. Murcielago again, resort not the Black Witch, that would be nice. I'm gonna change it right in a moment because I'm a little bit on the misclicks. So Deception of course stays in grave, we always want to put back the Elzette. and Diabelster is obviously wanted. So now we have the correct game state and we can keep on going. So now we're gonna use Warlord, and as before, chaining to wanted. Now we get the Diabelster. And we summon our Sylvia. So we have the Omnigate again. And now we're gonna use again wanted, put back deception. And we get a random draw. I just took any of the Sinful Spoils. It's definitely completely irrelevant. So I'm not even gonna use the Sinful Spoils effect because it's a random draw. So we're going to set back again the Sinful Spoils of the White Forest. And now we're going to go into the same stuff with the Fiendsmith package. So I'm going to skip right through this because it's very known until now. Put back the Moon, go into Sequence, and Sequence will summon Desiree. So what's nice here is, since we have the Link 3 of the Fiendsmith, we can go into Agnum Day, and we use Sillvy Graveyard effect to Reborn. So now we have the needed body to go into the Abao. I'm really not going to be able to pronounce this card. So we're going to use the random discard and special summon Agnum Day. And now, since the spell Trap was sent, we can summon back the Astellar. Now Agnum Day effect activates and we summon back the Desiree. And we're going to use Sequence. And since this one wasn't set back, we can send this for free. Go into Rukia. I don't know if it's Italian, like the name Lucia or Rusia. I don't know how you pronounce it. But yeah, it's set back. And we get the Espilidal Knight on the end board. And then we get the Abao Aku right back. So that's it for the second combo. So now we go to the last combo. And we're gonna see, like I showed you, 1.5 card combos, but sometimes your hands are terrible and you only have one card in your hand that you can play with. But I want to show you that even one single Sylvie can achieve a lot in this deck. So since we are not able to special summon anything, we're gonna start with a normal summon, search the Tails, and then activate Tails, and go directly into Azamina Elzette. Now we can just reveal it and special summon it, and go into our level 6 synchro. Now this time, because it's a 1-card combo, we don't have any spell to discard or send from field, so we can't activate it. But we're gonna use the Azamina Elzette, search the Deception effect tribute for the Warlord, and Warlord effect to get us into Murcielago. So this is like the 4th summon, so we go into Wanted, we go Warlord back, and now we have Chaining 1, Chaining 2, right? The same, we add the Diabelster, send it, and we get our Sylvia on the 5th summon, which is quite nice, so we are pretty much Nibiru protected from here. Now we're gonna use the Wanted for any random draw, just gonna take the Impermanence again, so it doesn't do anything for the combo. We summon the Diabelster, we set the Sinful Spoils, it's the fusion spell, or summon 1 card back. And now we're gonna go back into the Fiendsmith line. Gonna skip right through this since it's pretty much the same. Engraver sequence, and sequence back everything to get past the Desiree. And once Desiree hits the field, you can go into Agnum Day and then use the Sylvie effect to get the extra body. And now we have our Link 4 again. So you're gonna see this card quite often. I think it will be one of the more prominent or new Link 4 cards. It basically replaces Appaloosa in a lot of lists, but it uses needs a Fiend. So you're gonna be seeing this a lot in Fiendsmith decks. And we pretend we have any random discards, so we can summon back the Agnum Day, special back the Desiree, we have Sequence, and then in end phase we get the Abao. So you're gonna see we have like 1 less interruption, but it still ends on a crazy lot for just 1 card. Quite nice. I really like it, and I think this will show up in a lot of tournaments because it synergizes so well with everything that we've got. But yeah, that's it for the quick combos of this, so you're a little bit prepared of what this deck can do. The Azamina Fusion, I'm gonna say one thing because I didn't include it in this combo. It's nice because it prevents the opponent from targeting anything on the field, grave, and banishment, and that's strong against a deck like Ryzeal, for example. They can't Detonator Pop, they can't Merely Check, negate the stuff. But that's needs quite a change in your extra deck. I tried building it around doing both the Fiendsmith stuff and the new fusion, but I think in the end you just need to decide what do you want to do more. And personally I think the Fiendsmith package will be a lot stronger as long as it's legal for us, so why not play it also in this deck. And as you can see, it's really easy to accomplish anything. So I hope you enjoyed this video. See you next time. Bye bye.